And
Okay.
ooh, yeah, the good stuff. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Get it.
Yeah. Everybody, just so you bring your awareness, today is the CCXP panel that is going down for The Last of Us, HBO. Whether you know what Last of Us is, this is going to be one of the biggest shows in January. I am but a humble co-host. The man of the hour here is still underneath the curtain, where we're going to stay underneath the curtain for a little bit until stuff starts happening. But you'll see our faces.
Sam. Sam, we gotta go. We gotta reach Colorado. Yeah, folks. This has been a day long anticipating since A, that damn teaser they dropped, and since B, they said, oh yeah, we're gonna have a presence at CCXP and we might bring some goodies. So we're here in a few minutes. We're gonna be here discussing just our affection for this show or our affection for this video game franchise, these characters, and just our aspirations to what is to come.
Yes,
So
sir.
hang with us.
Yes, sir. Um, yeah, so just to let everybody know, we may talk spoilers for the games. If you haven't played the
Yes.
games, I think honestly, running like if at this point we're gonna have to because
Yeah, folks, if you're new to this world, and the show's gonna be your first thing into it, what we'll do is, you know what we'll do is this, because here's the thing, we simply cannot avoid spoilers from the games, both one and two, but we just can't. But what we could do is I will gladly just I'll wave when we're on camera. I'll wave to be like either we're live or we're not live. And I'll probably throw an image if I can find one, and just to let people know that like I want people who are not used to this world, this video game, these characters to go in as fresh as possible and still interact with us. But I can't promise that passionate discussions about what can happen, what can change, will not occur. It is inevitable, like Thanos said.
it is inevitable. Yeah, no, I'm just excited, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know what they're gonna show, but I'm excited for the just the show in general. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
and
mean,
just to give everybody a little heads up, right now the cast was interviewed in the main stage of CCXP, and a cool thing that they said, at least the creators, was that like this show, if you're a fan of the games, you will enjoy it and get emotional, and even if you're not, it'll still hit an impact. And I think that's the perfect goal when it comes to this show, is that it can't be, and we talked about it, it can't be a carbon copy. It simply
it,
cannot.
yeah, it can't because any book adaptation, it you can try to make a movie exactly like the book, and then you can have somebody complaining because you didn't adapt it to the platform.
Yeah.
Um, Peter Jackson, I think, did a perfect job with his first trilogy. Um, and I think with this, it's just going to be very complex um, because there's a lot of emotions with this. People how they felt with the second one, people how they felt with the first one, and then also people concerned about game to show, game to movie ratio. I think that's the biggest hurdle for everybody, honestly. Let's see, CCXP.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one thing that even I have to like. I've come to terms be like, it's not gonna be carbon copy, but I want the spirit to be there. I want the spirit of not even just the whole game itself, but even just moments, like moments of when, I'll say this. It's not a spoiler, but Joel and Ellie are in a truck and they're just driving through the country. Some moments like that I love, and I just like, if you could just get that spirit of those moments, you got me.
Right. I completely agree. I completely
Yeah.
agree. Um, but yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So I don't see anything yet. I don't know if you see anything.
No, nothing yet. Right now, I'm gonna tweet out and just invite people. Be like, hey, if you want to chat Last of Us, if you're a fan, come hang out with us. We're gonna be covering it.
Oh, I already got you covered, dude. I
Nice,
got you. Don't worry about it. Trying to let everybody know.
nice.
Whoppity whoppity whoop whop. CCXP.
Also, if by any chance, if anybody in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, is watching this, Ola from the States, from Ronan and Sam, um, we truly wish we could be there. I mean, I'm not saying this just because it's just popping up, but from what I've seen of image wise, just photos, y'all came to play. Y'all came to play and set a atmosphere for anybody attending that expo. I mean,
Oh, we got two people in chat.
nice,
Go to the comments. I guess
nice.
put it up. See who the first person is. I can't see it. You want to click on them?
Let's see. How do I click on them?
There we go.
Hello, House Vlogs SK. Oh, you have a house profile? Oh, I respect that, man. I love that show. Will you be streaming the panel? If they live broadcast this, hell yeah,
we
we
will.
we
Yeah.
will.
If
If
it
that's yeah,
that's the unspoken thing. We don't know if they're gonna live broadcast. We haven't heard anything of the nature that they will,
yeah,
but I think it's a clear indicator that they're probably gonna drop, some posters, some pictures, maybe a clip, maybe a video. I think to the public because why not? Like
exactly.
I think they're definitely gonna do that. So if we can, we will. Uh,
They better add the floating wood pallets to the show. LOL. Sam Cohen Hoven. I agree. And that is a deep cut. Well done, sir. That or ma'am or that's the thing where it's just minute details I'm gonna get giddy about. Like for example, like I said about how I wish we could be there. Um, the activation itself, it already has flyers in the ground of the place, the setup that's straight out of the game. There's weapons inside the museum sequence in the game. They're in the activation. Not even it's the show. It's just in the activation. So if they're willing to go into that depth in the detail for an activation, um, one must can only hope that we'll be getting the wood pallets in the show.
That's y'all are ridiculous for that. I can't believe you wrote that. Sam, as another Sam, I am no, I'm just joking. But no, I think you're right. Like how much of this are gonna be certain nudges that we've seen that they're gonna use as Easter eggs? Um, I don't know. And I think the sad thing is I don't want to over think about it because if they don't, I don't want to feel disappointed. I don't want to overhype my expectations of what's gonna be in there and what's not. Because the truth of the matter is this, and I know we've never had this open conversation around it. At this point, we might as well just bring ourselves out here.
Okay.
Um, we've never had this conversation, but imagine if they add a certain character. We ain't talking spoilers yet. Imagine if they add a certain character from the second one already in this, because technically that person can still be around because of their
Technically,
father.
yes.
So it's like it would be an interesting way to flesh the character out more if they're talking about realistically making this multiple different seasons. And that's just my personal opinion. And I wouldn't knock them for that. But I know some people would be like, don't you bring that.
And to be clear, I'm in that same boat ish in a way. I'm not, if they do bring that character in, I'm not gonna lose any sleep just because okay, they're adapting the game, but they're not doing a carbon copy, which that's a for part two, yay for me. Even though again, I have still mixed feelings, but I'm not losing sleep like a lot of people lost sleep over that. I was like, okay,
Right.
it's a choice, and we'll see what it comes down. Oh, let's see what House Vlogs SK says. So excited! Even got the tattoo from part 2. Nice. You got the moth in the wristband that Ellie has. Nice. Well done.
Oh,
Well
that's
done.
sick. That is sick.
I've thought about that. I haven't told you that, but I thought about getting that tattoo as well.
You know who actually wants to get that? Jarrell. Jarrell wanted to get that.
Really?
Like after, so this is the weird thing. Jarrell got done playing the first one, and he said to me, because he had never played. Well, we I don't know if you remember, we played the first one together.
Yes.
So we went through the whole first game together.
Which, if you haven't seen that yet, folks, go to Sam's channel on Team JVS, and you can watch some of that classic footage of them playing it. Which was, I was the first inkling of me being like, wait, we both like the same game. Cool.
That's hilarious. But when I was convincing him, I was like, you got to play this game. You got to see this game because the second was coming up. He's like, I don't have time. He ended up getting through the first one. He's like, that's one of the most amazing games I've ever seen. And I was like, yeah. But I was like, the second one's about to come up. And I said to him, I was like, we should get through the second one together. Well, he decided to go on the excursion of seeing the second one by himself. I got through the game within like maybe a week and some change. Emotional as heck, all messed up. And I didn't know how he felt about it because I knew everybody was spitting all this craziness and upset.
Yeah, I remember that.
He messaged me one thing. He's like, that was perfect. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, I've never seen anything that immersive in a video game. And I was like, I concur. Let's have a conversation about this.
And look at this. So House Vlogs SK says, do you prefer the first or second part?
What, to play or to watch? That's a different question.
Yeah.
Because if I was going to watch one again, I'd probably watch the first one again. But to play, dude, the game mechanics and even like the decision-making things that they put in the second one, like I still haven't played anything like that. Like I would have to play the second one again. The first one I would watch the whole way through. Just sit there and sit back and like, oh, this is cinema.
Funny enough, I would, let's see. Yeah, the gameplay is so good in part 2. I agree. The gameplay is so good in part 2. So smooth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you was that House, did you play the remastered that adds elements of gameplay from the second one into the first one? Have you played part one yet?
remake? Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Funny enough, I would flip it. I would play part 1 and I would just watch part 2 just because. I mean, I remember I had to black out for a few weeks of the internet just because of the leaks and all that stuff. And I was like, no. I waited too long for this. I spent so much money for that collector's edition. I am not going to get spoiled already and without context of me playing it. So I played it within 3 days, dude.
3 days?
I had to switch off, dude, because I have a sibling that wanted to play it, and we took turns, 8-hour shifts. And I don't know if I told you this. I haven't played Remake yet. Me neither. I'm waiting for it to go down in price because I'm like, I already own the first one.
You know it's on sale there Black Friday, right?
I know, but like it's hey man, I gotta buy the family presents first, and then I'll take care of myself. But to me, it's I'll say this, as mixed feelings I have for part 2, it is a piece of art. It does what great pieces of art do. It incites emotions out of you, for better or for worse, and I will give it that. To what extent it does for the future of the franchise of those kitchen stories, who knows? Because again, even Neil Druckmann said, like, we might lose fans, and we just have to deal with that because this is the story we wanted to tell. And I respect that to an extent, but it's also, again, mixed feelings. And yeah, to me, I just part 2. I told you I've only played it 1.5 because it was daunting to pick up the control again. Like I can't go through that again.
It was traumatizing.
Yes,
and I think the thing is, this is the thing that I'm trying to get across to everybody that talks about this game, and I want you guys to join in with it. You have to distinguish what is traumatizing and harsh for you to get through versus what is bad and just terrible, because those are two completely different things. And what's happening is people, the lines are so closely merged because it invokes like an emotional reaction immediately,
Yeah.
just off of the first what 50 to 40 minutes of the game. So you're hit right in the gut. You don't know how to feel about it, and you're forced to move forward. And it's kind of like, imagine you're running down the road, you're training for a marathon. You know the marathon's the next day, and all of a sudden you're running down the road, and some kid comes up to you and just kicks you, and your knee is busted up, and you know for a fact you don't have any friends, you don't have a phone, you have to get back because you got to train the next day,
Yeah.
and you have to run back on this messed up leg after a kid just did that to you, when really you want to hunt that kid down and hurt him. But you have
Exactly.
to just continue to move forward, and that's what this game does. But that's life, and that's
Yeah.
that's the thing that I can never fault this game for, is because it plays true to form how life really is. And some people, they look at cinema games as a way to not deal with life, like kind of a distraction. When it starts getting real and you start dealing with real traumas, I think that's when people start like, I don't know if I can handle this. And I think this blurred that line. I think that's what the second one is in the best way you can expose it.
I agree. Again, and it's mixed feeling because I also too want the escapism, but once in a
I
while you
want
do
that.
need something to that.
I
Um,
need
I
that.
I, I
I
popped this
need that.
comment for you, Sam, because you've been talking about that multiplayer, the was it factions and whatnot. Yeah, you've been talking about that. I That's another thing that we're gonna have to like, besides just the show and possibly part three. That's another thing that we're gonna have to talk about as well. And if you folks are excited for that and enthusiasm, don't forget. And if this is the first time you're here, welcome. Um, we also are not just covering this as a once done deal. We have our own Last of Us podcast called Bottles and Bricks, a Last of Us
Yes.
podcast where we both chat whenever news pops up. And I think that as the show becomes closer and closer to release date, we'll do this as a maybe weekly thing or more consistent thing, I should say, leading up to the show. And then once the show drops, we'll be covering it on a week basis, hopefully. Granted, nothing happens to us like the outbreak again. And yeah, that's what's weird is that, like, all right, so right now it's 5 p.m. I think, Brazil Standard Time. So just to let you folks know, if something happens, something drops, we might have to react to it and just hold on to your butts because and here's the weird thing I want to tell you about it, that I want them to talk about it, but also keep us in the dark, because you and I, and if you're playing the game, you and I are fans and we know what's to come. But what they said in their interviews is that even if you play the game, there will still be big surprises for you all, that um, even if you know how the journey ends, it's again about the journey. And I appreciate that because much from what I heard is that Sandman kind of did that for fans, that you didn't know if they were going to go twist or turn or if they made something in the background more of a forefront thing. And yeah, that's something that I really really hope with the Last of Us panel. And yeah, folks, uh, I feel like deep nerd stuff. Like, look at this. I already have my wristband thing from part two that I adore so much. Yeah, I can't wait. And I really, as much as I'm excited and I have faith in what Joel and what Pedro and Bella would do as Joel and Ellie respectively. I can't wait to see what Gabriel, what the rest of the cast do with the supporting characters. I mean, Marlene, and see what she will go through in the adaptation of the show, and what Tommy's going to go through in the adaptation of the show, and Bill with Nick Offerman, seeing how much of um, Bill we're gonna get, because, and I don't know, we unfortunately didn't talk about this in our previous podcast episode leading up to the panel, is that they dropped a poster of a character named Frank. Now, if you played the first game, and I was talking about Bill, you know who Frank is, and I was shocked that they dropped a character poster of him, which means hopefully we get more backstory and maybe flashbacks, or even spend more time pre-outbreak with Bill and see how his life is going forth. Um, Same thing with Tess. I believe Anna Torv is the actress playing her. I could be wrong. Um, are we going to spend time with Tess before the outbreak? And will we see moments in between from when the game starts to when it officially directly starts with Tess and Joel, and see how their bond got tight and how they come to survive this outbreak all these years, all these decades? Because they're one of the few, and I believe few people that was born before everything went to hell. And yeah, again, folks, one can be cautiously optimistic, and I understand and appreciate that. But when you hear someone say that they spent a month per episode, that means they know this means a lot to folks. Yes, Star Wars is from the 70s. Yes, Lord of the Rings and Tolkien predates all that. I understand that. But as something as fresh and as recent as the first two games, it says a lot to when a lot of fans deeply, deeply care about these characters. And luckily, between the two game releases and the multiplayers and Left Behind and American Dreams, we've had other stories that sort of honors and uses the same iconography, if you will. I always point out to folks that oh, look at that. Oh, what I would give to be there. And as folks, as someone who has been very close to where Pedro's at, and when he's being interviewed and whatnot, I'm not BSing you. He's enthusiastic of a person as a geek as we are. Trust me. The whole space daddy memes, all that stuff. He is all about it, and he is one of us. I truly, truly, truly mean that. Oh, look at that poster. I think your mic's off, Sam.
Yeah, I just saw this and I was like, let me share this with you guys.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that, YouTube. Look at that. See that? Feel that energy. Ugh.
Yeah.
Look at that. They are excited.
Yeah, I think this is the crazy thing. When you look at CCXP, like this may be their biggest. Like, I don't know, this is huge.
Yeah.
This is really big. I mean, it's even more interesting is that they released the not Bumblebee, Lord knows, the Blue Beetle poster and first concept art of what he's supposed to look like, which is really interesting. Let me see if there's anything more that's come up. Aww. The real heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
Aww.
Joel and Ellie.
And folks, they shot this for a year. Like together. And so I'm just, how can you not hope that that chemistry will go through and will transition to the characters?
It's definitely going somewhere. Like, there's no way that they let's see, let me do that again. Last of Us. Let's see if anything else is populated anywhere. So not yet.
Same.
So we're still here. I'm just curious, any of you guys from Brazil pops in here. I think that. Oh, hold on. Here we go. We got something. Nice.
I'm gonna start crying, dude. If she sings "Take on Me," I'm gonna start crying, dude. Or "Future Days." Oh my god,
Are y'all getting emotional yet? This is the
dude,
content you're getting.
dude, look at this, dude. Look.
Nice.
Look at this, dude. Like, it's already hitting me, dude. I'm just seeing Bella hold the damn guitar, and it's already hitting me.
You can watch the entire interview. It was live. Interesting.
Yeah, at Omelette, something like that. I believe that was the channel. Did they show a new trailer? As of now, no.
Not yet.
But I'm willing to put money on that. I think they will.
Yeah, I am actually looking. There's other people that had the same idea as us.
I agree, House Vlogs. As someone who isn't really too familiar with her, I just know she pops up in Game of Thrones and she has her new movie. This is kind of be my first thing of seeing her. But you just seeing, I mean, seeing in her eyes, just seeing her eyes, I can see that she's sweet, and yet don't f with her if
Dude, it's
if
Lady
everything goes
Woman.
south.
She's not.
Yeah,
She's here for the smoke. So we got a couple more images that just came up.
Marlene.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you guys, all 30 of you guys that are watching this right now. Thank you so much for joining the stream.
Thank you.
Just so you guys know, we do not know if they're actually actively going to show the panel. We are here to provide coverage from whatever comes. If the trailer
Exactly.
drops, if there's a clip, if there's even a picture, we're going to talk about it. But if they hypothetically do give us the panel, we will definitely do it all together, and we'll try to together do like a reaction if something crazy comes up too.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go to whatever is next. I know this person is so happy.
That is awesome, dude.
That's actually really dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I am jelly. Uh-oh, hold on. Here we go. He got something else.
Dragman! Greg Mazay!
They are running out there excited. Wait, this is coming from somewhere. This is a feed somewhere. Omelette.
Oh, Gabriel
We
Luna!
gotta look and see. Hold on, that looks like. Hey, look for that because that's coming from somewhere.
Let's see.
I cannot remember. There was something that. Hold on. Yeah, we're trying to give you guys something, man. We're looking. Let's see. OMLET CCXP. Yeah, it's definitely something going on. I don't know where this is being broadcast from. If any of you guys can let us know where this is being broadcast, because it's being broadcast somewhere.
So this was being broadcast. This is the Omelette V channel, and they were the ones, like I said, they were covering the interview before the panel started. Right now they're covering, I think it's Sandman with Kirby and them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if there's actually a YouTube link so we can show you guys what that actually was. If it's available and we can show it to you, we will.
Yeah.
If not. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, anything you see, Ronan, just send it my way and I'll post it up.
Copy.
But you guys, are you excited for the show? How are you guys feeling about it? Like, what are you guys anticipating is going to happen? We want to know your comments and our thoughts. And we have a podcast. And like Ronan's going to keep bringing it up, but we're exclusively going to be talking about nothing but The Last of Us. Like me, him, possibly some others. And we're going all the way in, deep cut style.
Yeah, man. Hello, Christian Rodriguez. Saludos. Let's get it. I'm strangely aroused right now. Oh, There you go. You could do that at 1 in the afternoon. Sure, why not? Tina Lagrica.
You
That
know
was a
what?
live
This
interview
is
from the
not
Alamo scene.
Chainsaw Man. We cannot.
Stage
We
around.
cannot.
Live, exactly. Yeah, that's what I saw a peek of it in a few minutes ago. Broadcast on Disney Plus.
Wait, what?
I don't know. This is HBO. It's different companies, Warner Brothers.
Well, you know what? He might be talking about is HBO. Wait, no, it would have to be Disney Plus in a different country.
Just back up the live feed. Pumped. Nice. I hope they capture the same energy as was in the game. I agree.
What was one of your favorite moments from the first game? We're not going to talk spoilers for the second game, but from the first game, what was one of your favorite moments? Any of you guys?
I was.
No, we should have actually set up to do a giveaway. If we had thought about this, I don't have anything necessarily right now to give away.
Why don't we save that for the show? I think by then I can pull some strings and get some stuff, and then we can give it away, or maybe same with you. I don't know.
Yeah, give it away now.
If you're asking some of my favorite moments from the game, the first game, without spoiling the second one, it really has to be Billstown and when Joe and Ellie are in the truck. That is probably my favorite part of it, because that's
yeah.
How about you?
Oh, me personally from the first game?
Yeah.
I think it was when Ellie got into the situation she was in without Joel. The whole I think it's not even so much like seeing and watching, but having to play as the character going through it. Because now in hindsight, as a dad, like, I can't even think about in my head like my kids going and doing something on their own without me. Least of all, me being incapacitated and them having to do something on their own. Like, because then it's like, it's not as though they're going out there against my wishes. They're going because they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And it's like she got like a rude awakening of how terrible the world really is in a small amount of time. And it's like how they even did that was masterful.
Let's see. The intro to the first game is still one of the best moments. I agree. That intro, I always tell people, if that intro doesn't hook you from that first game, bon voyage. Bon voyage.
Show the image real quick.
Of which one? Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's the panel starting right now.
Yeah, we need to let me see. That should be your thumbnail for this at the end of the day. When the time comes, I'm gonna send it to you.
Cool.
And we'll put a thumbnail up later, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, like, I'm hyped, dude.
Let's see. I had the exact statue Ronan showed in the beginning, but when I went to pick it up at Best Buy, I busted ass coming out of the store and broke it.
Oh no. No.
Sorry, Christian Rodriguez. Perdón.
That sucks. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh, I didn't. Speaking of going and picking it up.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Did he just drop?
No, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Dude.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's time, dude. It's time.
Where? Where is it?
I'm gonna send it to you now. Go to Naughty Dog. Go to Naughty Dog.
I'm going. Hold on. I'm on YouTube first. Let's see. Last hour. Nothing yet. But
it's there, dude.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Hold on. It should come up here. Oh, okay. Hold on, people. Yeah. Hold on. We're not gonna freak out. All right, you got us both.
Yeah, I think I got them both.
Okay, all right, you guys. This is the official trailer for The Last of Us on HBO.
Time, folks.
Let's get it.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
Oh. You haven't seen the world, so you don't know.
Oh.
Keep going for family.
Oh.
I'm not family.
No. Your cargo.
Oh my God. We're gonna probably have to go through this a couple times.
So important. Somewhere out west, they're working on a cure. I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
If she so much as twitches.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be something serious.
I'm taking you with me.
Take on me.
Do what I say when I say it. Got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah, go east. You come this far, then you know what's out there.
You're not gonna scare us. Scared him?
Huh. Dog. Let's go. All right, let me calm down.
Careful
Oh.
who you put your faith in.
Sam Henry?
Oh.
You might not be her father. She was someone's.
You trust me?
Oh my God. Ooh. Woo! Woo!
Dude.
Yo!
Bloater!
Yo!
We got a bloater, folks!
What?
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. I'm trying to calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Holy.
Yeah. Before we play it back, we want to know how you guys felt about that.
Let's
You
see.
guys that are watching, hopefully you were are okay.
If you want to know about that, you just saw our faces. You just saw how we felt.
Hold on, keep going through.
Right now it's not. We can't find the live stream.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. We've
but
been looking.
they definitely dropped the whole trailer, and
Yes.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Holy caca, indeed. Damn.
Dude. That
Also, the
was
music from
freaking-
yes.
Dude, there.
Green. Oh my God.
There's so much to talk about. Because the
Dude.
thing is, they're doing Left Behind. They're implying some other stuff that wow. I need a minute. I want to go back and play it again, but are you okay, Ron? Because I wasn't even looking at you. I was just looking at you.
So I could swear, and I could be wrong, folks. Yes, exact words. Ashley Johnson might be playing Ellie's mom. I think so because I saw her.
What?
I saw Ashley Johnson holding a baby. I'm pretty sure that's
Yo.
Anna.
What?
That's Ellie's mom's name, Anna. And folks, if you haven't here, let's see.
Dog.
If you haven't gone and read this, go get it pronto posible, okay? Lo más pronto posible, as soon as possible, because this is an addition to Left Behind and also Ellie pre-Joel.
All right, we're gonna. This is what we're gonna do, Ronan. We're gonna play this again.
Yeah.
The whole thing once, and then we're gonna play it a third time, and we'll just go and dissect what we see. How about that?
Exactly.
All right.
Yes.
So, you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed our first reaction. This is us watching it again, and this is the official trailer for The Last of Us on HBO.
If you don't think there's hope for the
Dude, the
world,
cinematography though.
Yeah,
Look,
dude.
that shot right there.
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. Keep going for family.
Man.
I'm not family.
No. Your cargo.
Dang.
Why are you so important?
Somewhere out west, they're working on a cure. I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
If she so much as twitches,
Okay.
That's Ellie, dude. That is
Yeah,
pure Ellie.
she's got that. Yeah, she definitely has it. I thought I heard it in the background. I thought you were playing it or something.
you gotta say what I say. Got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah, go east.
Nice,
You come this far,
nice.
then you know what's out there.
Look at all those bodies.
You're
You
not
saw
gonna
that?
scare us.
Scared him?
As soon as I heard that, I was done. I was done after that.
Purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Yeah, she even got the scar over her eye. Yo, I think that is. I think that is.
Be careful who you put your faith in.
Yo,
That's Moose's
Her
farm.
father. She was someone's.
You trust me?
even that shot of the crawler.
The runner, yeah.
Gosh, dog. Now this, I was surprised about. God, dog, that's terrible.
Oh my God, look at that bloater.
Dog, that is amazing. Like, if HBO, man, I don't even know what to say. HBO used their money wisely with this. I mean, if you want to go and touch on the cast is phenomenal. Like, the cinematography is great. Even the CG.
Yeah, dude, nothing feels funky at all.
Right. Like, that bloater shouldn't look like that. It shouldn't look that good. It shouldn't look that good. Like, it'd be one thing if it was a Last of Us movie, but this is a show.
Yeah.
So it's like I think HBO knows for a fact that they got something. I really do.
Before we go back with the breaking down the trailer, I want to just showcase some of the comments we got. House Vlog says would be also kind of symbolic, alluding back to the Ashley Johnson playing Ellie's mom. That is as symbolic and as poetic as it gets. Eat your heart out, George Lucas. That is poetry right there. That happens. Let's see. The visuals are amazing. Yes, indeed, Christian. Yes, indeed. Wish we could all hug together and cry. Dude, you have no idea. Where can we see the trailer? Right now, I'm looking on YouTube, and I'm gonna see. The only way we saw it right now was via Twitter.
Yeah,
That's
go
the only
to
way we saw
their The Last of Us Twitter, and it'll have it up there. And matter of
Yeah.
fact, they're actually putting up still quotes from, even though we're not
Fiance.
able to see the panel, they're putting up a lot of different quotes. So whoever is doing that is shout out to
It's
them.
up now, right now, on the HBO Max YouTube channel. If anybody wants to see it.
And when I sat down and talked to Neil Druckmann, it felt like he was meeting a brother. Oh wow. Let's see what else we got. I think we got it right. I really do. Just going through different quotes from the panel, you guys, just because we did say we were going to cover the panel. We will go back and go through the trailer, stop, and then we'll go from there. If you guys hear any kids, my kids, it has been great pleasure to play these characters, so dynamic, able to do something beautiful and human. Talking about Marine, bringing Marine to life.
Marlene, which that's the actress, folks. And in case you folks don't know, she played Marlene in the game, and now she's playing a live action, which is so cool.
That is crazy.
Unfortunately, right now, from the looks of it, the panel is not available to the public.
Yep.
The thing I wonder is if they are going to make another season, will it jump right into season 2? Hope we will see more seasons. So before we watch the trailer again, that's where I think we talked about a few episodes ago in Bottles and Bricks, that you can do multiple seasons, just don't stretch it out beyond what you have right now. And that alludes to what Sam can bring up, which is part 3. Are we getting part 3? And I do hope so. I do hope it's not stretched out over 10 years because I feel like not that you can't do that, but particularly with these characters, don't put the horse before the wagon. You know, don't overextend and sort of devalue the presence of these characters if you have no roadmap to go.
Right.
And that's all I want to say. And yes, I think right now let's just focus on this one season, see how people feel about it, see how people who are new to these characters take it, and then let's go for it. There's no the key word is there should be no rushing when it comes to these characters. There should be no rushing.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. And I think the thing about it is, if we're being honest, between the first game and the second game, you can easily get 3 seasons out of it. Technically, you get 4, but I think a smooth 3 seasons and not even finishing everything from the second game could be the good cliffhanger. Like, will be an interesting cliffhanger is 30 to 40 minutes into the second game will be an amazing cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that to say, and I said this before, to continue this, Druckmann is going to have to make a to continue the progression of how it goes. And I think that how fluidly it goes through can be so much more interestingly done on the show and bringing people up to speed. Like, okay, I'm cool with seeing where this is going to go. And I think they did an interesting thing with Hunger Games now. Hunger Games is about to show like a prequel series about Snow when he's a kid. When if I was watching it in real time, like, I don't care about Snow, but now some time has kind of passed. I'm interested. Like, they got the book out right now, it's available, but then the movie is going to be coming like next few years.
Yeah.
So with this, you know, I think it's no different. I think it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here. But let's go ahead and get into this. I think there's one more quote.
Okay, hold on. Before we do the quote, let's see. You think they will change the major controversial scene that happened in the second game in the show? All I'll say for that is that I say let's get through what they're doing in terms of the first game, and then once we get to that, we can bring up that question again. Just because, again, I want people to go in if they haven't played the games or haven't seen the show to go in as cold as possible in this day and age when stuff is leaking and being bombarded. And I want to savor that experience for people. You guys have a Discord channel. I don't, but Sam has Twitch, I believe, right?
I've got Discord and I've got Twitch.
There you go.
So yeah, we probably, you know what we should do? We should probably make a Discord for this. So yeah.
TBD. Maybe they can make season 2 from Ellie's perspective, part 2, and season 3 from the second character's perspective. That is a possibility.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I really don't. Only because I think what's going to progressively happen is they're going to keep it linear because it doesn't make sense to change. Like, it's one thing with the game, I get making it non-linear just to make sure the effect happens. But I think that keeping it linear as far as with the show, like, there's only some shows that works with. And like Arrow, I think made it perfect to be able to have it kind of non-linear going back and forth. But I don't think they're going to do that. I really think they're just going to keep it from the perspective of Ellie, but allowed it time for characters to express how they feel and why they feel the way they feel. That's just my perspective, though.
People can complain about Discovery and Warner Bros. And all that, but HBO's top 10, they have another win in their hands. Sure, we haven't seen it yet, but it looks amazing. I agree. I think optimism is high right now, and if you're cautious about it, that's fair. It's very, very fair. And yeah, with HBO, again, if people want to know why people are mixed on this show or they're not sure, I implore you to go watch Chernobyl. The minute I saw that series and I heard the creator of that show was involved with this, I said they can go the depths they can go with what they did in the game with the characters involved.
Yeah. Jedi Mike, what up, dog?
What up, Jedi Mike?
Hey, yeah, Jedi Mike. I didn't know this, but I think Jedi Mike has actually played the games too. We could actually invite him, but
yeah,
we'll keep that for later.
I'll join the Discord. Thank you, Leah.
Okay, well, you know what? By the end of the day, we'll have that created. Yeah, Ronan, I'll try to create some kind of little thumbnail.
Okay.
And then
And let's see. So the quotes.
the most important part of Joel's world is taken from him in the blink of an eye. And a lot of history between Joel and Tommy is easy to call love with his family. This is crazy. You know what they might do? This might not start with how the first game starts. It may give us a little bit of time before everything goes crazy. How would you feel about that? Like if we had time to breathe, like with just Tommy and Joel and the family.
So that's what I said, is that if they want to do that, they will need either the early morning of that day or 2 days prior to. I don't want it to be a week. I don't want it to take that long. But and not even just them, dude. Like I told people earlier that they released a character poster for Frank without giving too much context. That character connects to Bill, who's also a big part of the game. And I would be shocked and pleased if they expand on their connection prior to Outbreak.
Hold on, show this real quick. I don't know if you can see it.
Let's see.
You can keep us out here, but it's very easy to feel like brothers, says Gabriel Luna. I'm working. Pedro Casal. We had a wonderful time. And
they're both Texans, I believe. I believe they both were raised in Texas, and they're Latinos.
This is going to be interesting because some of this I didn't anticipate. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the trailer before my kids come down.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. So we're going to be going through the trailer, but we're going to be kind of like just kind of breaking it down. So if you see us geek out for a moment and just pause, we may explain it. There may be a disclaimer to this, and we'll just warn you. But yeah, here we go. So yeah, anytime you want me to pause, let me pause.
If you don't think there's hope for the world.
Ooh.
Look at that. That must be downtown Boston, I think.
Freaking right here. Dog. It looks real, bro. Like that looks practical. And it can't be. There's no way. There's no way.
Before we go, I implore you to go, and I'll probably send you some photos. I'm telling you, they closed down blocks in cities in Canada to just put the scenery, at least from the street level, and make it look like that. I'm not joking with you. They literally closed down blocks of a city.
So you telling me this isn't CG? That this is real?
Maybe the buildings is CG, but streetwise, all the way up, it might be practical as hell, dude. I am not joking.
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know.
That clipper.
That's the museum sequence.
You keep going for family.
Here, right here, his daughter.
Sarah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And they even make him look younger. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
No gray. Yeah. Like in his late 20s, early 30s, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not family.
Now, this is interesting. Why would she ask him that? How much time do you think has passed that she would sit there and say, you don't just say something like that.
That's what's weird, is that some of this dialogue, it's in the game, it's subtle. It's way more subtle in the game, and they don't have to say it. And you could tell that she at points brings that up. I mean, again, without spoiling stuff, there's a sequence in a barn in the ranch where they finally, you feel the tension between the two characters within Joe Ellie, and you wonder if it's going to snap in a good way or in a bad way. And usually that's when they bring up this type of dialogue. So the fact that they're doing this in the truck sequence where they're traveling, I do not know. I do not know.
Yeah, I was curious your perspective, because it looked like it was like a weird line of dialogue they put there.
The cargo.
There.
I remember that line.
That's from where he's telling her, like, he's asking her about info, like, so you decide to quit school and join the Firefly. She's like, listen, I'm not supposed to even talk about my history, okay? He's like, you know what? You know what's the best part of my job? I don't give two shits about who you are. That's what's cool about my job. And you just feel that this fool doesn't give two Fs.
And this is another big scenery spot. Like, look at this. There's like boats all in the river, like all jacked up.
Yeah.
Trailer parks all jacked up. Like it's just decay everywhere. And the thing is, like, this is kind of like if The Walking Dead had like its first season, like had a really big budget. Like The Walking Dead kind of presented like this idea, and then I think I Am Legend did a really good job of showing like a decayed
Exactly.
world.
Yeah.
But this is a show, bro. Like this is ridiculous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so important?
That's Tess, I
Somewhere out
think.
west,
Yeah,
they're working on a cure.
definitely.
I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
We had the tattoos going. Just a little later. Spoiler alert.
If she so much as twitches,
Yeah, that was hilarious to me. She
That is-
nailed the comedy of who Ellie,
Yeah.
like her morbid comedy at times. She nailed it.
She will bust Joel's balls or Tess, anybody. She'll be like, what's the hold up? Yeah.
Somebody said installing both games to play
Oh, God.
again, as that's hilarious. Hey, do your thing, man. That means that Warner Brothers or HBO has done their job.
Okay.
And man, if you ever seen Chernobyl, that'll hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
That'll emotionally hurt you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I swear, I thought this was you playing it. I was like, why is Ronan playing this?
No,
I'm trying to
that's
listen to
not
the
me.
trailer
No.
because you can barely hear it in the back of your ears.
That's
Another
from
shot.
the game.
Straight from the game. Straight from the game.
Different time. I think it's sunset and
Yeah.
in the game.
It wasn't like midday. It was like a little
Yeah.
later in the afternoon.
I'm taking you with me.
But I think it was a shot choice.
Do what I say when I say it. Got any advice on the best way west? Yeah.
Man, every time I think of snow and the Last of Us, it never ends well. It never ends well.
You come this
That's a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
Far.
shot.
and you know what's out there.
Hey, random
not
question.
gonna
Do we know of Joel having any other relatives besides his brother?
Not that
ever
I'm aware
implied?
of. I've like to think that I've done my research and I cannot think of any other relatives, which is why I think those two characters that tell Ellie, scared him, you want to know about the West? Just go east. Don't even go bother.
Right. I
think
was
they're neat
wondering if that
characters.
could be his parents. That's why I brought it up.
I don't know. It could be, but
You come this far.
yeah.
Go east.
It's kind of like, who would be giving him that kind of advice? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't just follow some random person and trust him. Joel isn't like that. So
And you know what's out there.
those bodies, tons of them.
You're not going to scare us.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know.
Scared him?
Oh
Yeah,
my
great.
God.
That right there.
Marlene.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Did you notice that she has a scar?
Yeah, she had that in the game too, I believe.
Us could have ever
That's
imagined.
dope.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely Ashley.
Dude, that warms my heart so much, dude. That is
catch.
poetic,
Good
dude. Well done.
Catch. I was too busy focusing on the baby. I didn't even look at who had the baby.
No, I recognize Ellie's Jesus, I'm calling her Ellie. Ashley's like smile or just like gesture of just joy. Cause yeah, and
Well, so this is the weird thing. Well, yeah, Ellie was born into that. Okay. Yeah, she would have been
Yeah.
born into it. So, because I was looking at all the decay and stuff on the walls. But yeah, that's perfect symmetry. I think somebody said that in the comments.
yeah.
Ooh, we
that's
know
the
what this
mom!
is. We know what this is. Well, we know what it is.
That's
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And we know who this character is.
Oh yeah.
If you know, you know. And she's an amazing actress. If you look at Euphoria, she plays Rue's sister. She's amazing actress. Now, who the heck is this? I was going to ask you. Is this who I think it is?
Frank.
I figured.
That's Frank. That's not Bill. That's Frank.
Okay. I know where Bill is. I know where
Yeah.
Bill is now. It's an interesting choice of actor for Bill, but yeah, I was wondering.
Be careful who you put.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna do such a good
Man.
job.
I can't wait to see.
I think he got shot in the gut though.
Faith in.
Sam Henry.
So, emotional damage. I don't know who this is.
I don't know either.
I think my prediction, man. I think it might happen, bro. I think it might happen, bro.
Bro.
I think it might happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You were someone's.
That shot right there is.
That's literally
That's
when
shot.
hell. Yeah.
Oh, we know where this is going. We know where this scene is going. Yeah, he got shot. He got shot right in the gut. By who? I don't know.
You trust me?
Okay. All
Wait,
right.
go back to that. There, they're there.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
Is
why I was like,
that-
right. That's what I was saying. That's why I knew who that was. And I know that actor. He's actually a really good actor.
Yo,
There he goes again, right here.
if that dude, look at Troy Baker. Oh my god. Look, go back.
You trust me?
There. There.
Yo, my
That's
man,
Joel.
Troy. Hey, if you
Oh my
guys
God, don't tell me
the
he's
guy
with
to
them
the
now.
left of the dude with the red hair.
Yeah,
That is
so
Troy Baker. He is the voice of Joel.
Yeah, that is so cool.
So yeah, Ashley and Troy.
Troy,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And I think also the guy who plays Tommy in the games, Jeffrey, he's in the show as well.
That shot right there.
Yeah, with the
was
runner.
Amazing. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Yo,
You did
that
it?
was a
Yeah.
clicker. I didn't touch the clicker. This shot right here. This is gonna be one of the most emotional things of the season. Yeah, man. This is way too much for me to handle. Dog.
I can't believe they teased us already with David. I can't believe they did that already.
Well, if you don't know who David is, you just see somebody with the meat cleaver accident. You don't know anything about it.
You are not ready for that. You're not ready for that.
What is the comments? I can't read them.
Ron Swanson with the gun is so American. Salute. I can't wait for Luna to play Tommy. Same, Christian. Same.
Yeah, we didn't get too many scenes with him. But I think there's a reason for that.
Save it. Yeah, save that.
Yeah, nah, dude. We've been going for a whole hour. I think we did our job. I've given you guys some quality content. We were here when it all started. We were here at the beginning.
Literally. I mean, I can go through it right now, and I'm not seeing anything else pop up. Well, and I think somebody asked that.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of different quotes. I'll try to go through as much of them as I can. Most important, Joel's world taken away from him. Okay, here's the new one. Crap.
There's one that Neil says.
Here we go. Can you see? Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's see.
Tommy's playful spirit, but he's a soldier and very capable. He fights for what he believes in, but he knows. I didn't know Tommy was actually a soldier.
Yeah, he was part of the Fireflies.
No, I thought they were implying like he was actually military before.
That could be possible as well.
It helped to navigate the world. We were stepping into an experience at the same time. There's been media bound. Let's see what else we got. We weren't alone. Pedro Pascal is having Bella Ramsey by his side as Joel and Ellie began their journey. Ah, man, dude, this is a lot. Honestly, I feel so emotional about all this.
So the one quote I'll read to you. I don't know if you can find it, but it's Neil Druckmann. He says, "We did it. Neil Druckmann admits he cried watching scenes from The Last of Us and praises the authenticity of the show.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the first ones, first quotes.
Yeah, folks. And just so you folks know, and I don't know if anybody realized this, for a long time, this adaptation was supposed to be a movie.
Right.
It was supposed to be a movie. And who was his name? Sam Raimi was supposed to produce it. So the fact that it's taken this while, and it's almost 10 years, almost 10 years since the panel they hosted at Comic-Con to be like, we might do a movie someday. It's coming soon. It's very fascinating to see it now morph into a series and in HBO. That it has the backing of HBO.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, they're definitely giving some gems.
Yeah.
She plays someone that's going to hate and love, according to Craig.
Series makes
there it is. There's the quote right here. We
Yeah.
did it. Admit he cried watching scenes from The Last of Us and praises the authenticity of the show. Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Emotional damage. Like that's where I'm at with it, y'all. What is this? There's gonna be moments fans know from the game and other big surprises that will blow fans away.
Yeah.
I think I would just leave it right there. Dude, first off, the trailer was perfect. The trailer was better than the first one. Like I don't want any other trailers. I don't think I'm gonna watch anything else.
Same. What's weird is that I like this one a lot, but I also like the subtlety of the first teaser. I think that's why I love the subtlety of that first teaser and the fact that there's minimal dialogue and we just hear alone and forsaken by faith and by man. You know, the fact that it's Hank Williams with just the imagery and iconography is great. And if that was all we got, I would have been happy. I'd be like, great. I'll see you in January 15th.
Yeah, I think the thing about it for me is that if I took my wife, right, who's never played The Last of Us, and I showed her that trailer, she would be like, "Oh, I need to see this." She would because the thing is, the first trailer is kind of like you don't know what's going on, but this you have a clear understanding. Point A, point B. I don't know how we're getting here. And I think that is the definition of a great trailer. I always go back to the Spider-Man 2 trailer, very first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, where it starts off with like, you know, him and MJ having a dialogue conversation, and all of a sudden the car just flying through the window, and then here's Doc Ock, and then it shows Doc Ock before he's Doc Ock, and then the progression of the struggle that Peter has to go through, and the fact that Joel and Ellie are such pivotal cornerstones of this, you had to be able to show who they are, and I think this trailer did that. But yeah, I don't have anything else more, man. Unless you want to cover anything else, I think we did the daggone thing.
I think that's about it. I mean, folks, trust me, we wanted to watch the live stream of the panel because as much as that trailer is good, we also wanted to see just the atmosphere of the actors and the crew in the presence of all those Brazilian fans and international fans there. So we did our best. I think, you know, we have tabs on Twitter. We have the HBO stuff. I'm glad we caught that trailer the second it dropped because we're like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, and it just ended. So I think we. Yeah, I just appreciate you guys all for watching. Please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to Ronan. Go and check out his content. Go and check out our Discord whenever we create it. Once we create it, we'll put a link to it in the comment sections here, so you guys can be able to go and check that out. And yeah, I mean, you guys can follow me wherever. I'm Team JVS. But the show and our podcasts are going to be big cornerstones. We're going to try to do that on a very regular basis, closer and closer it gets. And I guess we're on like weekly discussions per episode as they're coming out.
Yes, unless another outbreak happens, that's the goal right now, folks. The fact that like during each each week we're gonna have not just the fact that we're gonna watch the show, but we will be discussing it, and whether we be making comparisons or whatnot, seeing what we liked, what if there's anything that we didn't like and whatnot. It'll be sort of what the podcast of Bottles and Bricks has been leading up to, and and hopefully people enjoy this, and if hopefully other fellow creators, other fans in the YouTube realm would like to join us. We have outlets that we can communicate, and trust me, folks, there's a lot of fans, a lot of people who are going to react to that trailer, are going to review it, discuss it, that I'd be more than happy to be like, yo, come to Bottles and Bricks, let's just chat for episode 1, let's chat for episode 2, why not? That would be an extraordinary thing to do. But folks, if y'all can give a virtual round of applause to Sam for helping me out this and being my co-host through this live stream, and also Bottles and Bricks, because much like The Last of Us, the company around you is what makes you. So I appreciate that.
Ah, man, you ain't had to say all that. You had to say all that, man. But yeah, nah, man. Ronan was the one that kind of enticed me to be like, I mean, he's a lover of this just as much as I am. I believe that the show could be amazing.
Yes.
I think that the games equally are amazing. Like, and it's going to be a very fun time, irregardless where we're going from this point now. That's the exciting part. That's where we're kind of like, let's see, we're ready.
Exactly. So folks, again, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna leave us with a quote. And to all the people who commented, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed and had fun with our enthusiasm. But take this quote with you until the show comes out. To the edge of the universe and back. Endure and survive.
Yes, sir.